This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
I don't know why, but I kind of thought that this happened in 85, not 86.
You know what? It may have happened both times. And the reason I think it may have happened in 85 as well is because for some reason, I remember the chopper landing in the daytime. You remember that?
I'm pulling it up now. Oh man, listen to that.
I believe if I'm right, this is the WSOC TV helicopter, Channel 9 out of Charlotte. And I believe Harold Johnson is going to come out with him.
You're exactly right. WSOC Channel 9.
Right. Harold, by the way, is still with us. I believe he ran for political office a few years back. I think he's pushing 80 years old now, if I read that right. And he was a big fan of wrestling. Big fan of wrestling. He used to, on his shows, announce who won at the Charlotte Coliseum. Okay. And that's big, you know, because he was #1 sports anchor. So he's going to come out with Flair, and then he went on to, I think he went on to Channel 3.
Yeah, this is the only time they did it. It was 86. I was wrong. It didn't happen in 85.
Okay.
By the way, a couple things as we see Ric Flair. They're rolling out a red carpet on the field.
Yeah.
And the doors to the helicopter are opening. And here he is.
There's Harold in the jeans and the light shirt, along with Flair.
Playing the music, chewing the gum. Got the belt like he likes it. Goddamn, this is exciting. This is a fucking happening.
Yes, it is, buddy. I used to go to, obviously the baseball team, and Harold used to come cover us. And he and I would talk in the press box. Only thing he wanted to talk about was wrestling.
I mean, literally everybody in the arena standing.
Yeah.
I know these days it doesn't seem like that big of a deal to come in by helicopter, but you know, context is king. In 86, that's probably one of the more badass entrances in the history of wrestling.
Yep.
You know, I know you hate all things WWE.
I do not. I like Bruce Pritchard.
A couple years ago, Charlotte Flair showed up to WrestleMania by helicopter, obviously inspired by this.
Right.
How cool is that?
It's the best entrance you can have.
I mean, it would be like one day, you know, just talking about family and the consistency and keeping up the legacy and tradition. Like one day, if Chris Schiavone married a woman who just let the house be overrun with dog hair, or Matt Schiavone started a lot of things, gave very little effort, and quit most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that Schiavone tradition alive, you know?
Yeah, I knew you were going somewhere with that. And I found out you were going nowhere with it.
Well, maybe one day my kids will bust balls and overeat.
Okay, so here we go. Harold Johnson, go do the ring announcing.
All right, here we go.
The big match, 1-4 with a 60-minute time limit for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Introducing first the challenger from Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 212 pounds, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton. And now, introducing the heavyweight champion of the world from right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, 243 pounds, recognized around the world as the best there is in the squared circle today, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Go get a Tommy Young.
Oh boy.
So he's on the chopper with Flair, but Flair's the bad guy.
Yeah, right. But Harold was such a mark for him.
Didn't care.
Didn't care. Exactly. And so there we go. That's
how excited was Ricky to have this opportunity?
Oh man. So let's see if I remember this correctly. And let's see if they started out quickly.
Supposedly, the Midnight Express here have real heat with Dusty Rhodes.
Uh-huh.
And they feel like he's trying to break them up.
Right.
Supposedly they even sort of hinted around that they might switch the title and let Ricky be the world champ. And as the legend goes, he didn't want to break up the tag team. Didn't think it was right. Didn't think it was fair, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But I think this is the era. This is the year where the bloom comes off the rose with, hey, we're selling out and we're making a bunch of money and we're doing great. Or we're not making as much money as we should. We don't think. Because I think that's worth mentioning too. You just sort of laid out that, we'll call it late summer, early fall. Flair and Dusty had both made well over $500,000 year to date.
Right.
I think Ricky and Robert made like 125 grand this year. Now I only bring that up. And I know a lot of our listeners probably think, well, yeah, they're not Ric Flair or Dusty Rhodes. I get that. But a lot of these towns, we're running 2 shows. So Flair and Dusty are headlining one and the Rock and Rolls are headlining the other. And a lot of times in 86, the Rock and Rolls would have a perhaps bigger crowd than even Flair and Dusty did. They were that over. But the Rock and Rolls felt like it was never reflected in their booking or their paychecks or this whole rock and roll fan club thing. I don't think they ever got their just due. And they really had some sour grapes, shall we say, with Dusty over it. Did you ever talk to either one of those guys about that?
No, not during the time. I've heard the stories that you're talking about since then, but not during the time. I just didn't know. And I see that they're into it quickly here. Flair just going right in the chops and they're just hammering it away. But you know what? It's, to me, knowing what I know about Dusty and knowing what I know about Ricky and Robert, it sounds logical. But that Dusty would take a look at how hot the Rock and Roll Express were and try to make himself as hot.
It almost seems like it's been positioned like, hey, go get over, but don't get too over.
Right.
Cause me and Flair, I'm the top draw, not y'all.
Sure.
And I don't know that that's accurate, but that's certainly the vibe I get when you hear Ricky and Robert do interviews about it over the years.
Yeah.
And they specifically said they felt like you personally were holding them down.
Really, me?
Yes.
I put those motherfuckers over.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I put those motherfuckers over. How does that sound? You lying piece of shit.
Why are you fussing at me?
Well, because you're lying.
About what?
That's why. That's not true.
I didn't say it was true. I said that's what they said.
They didn't say that. They did not say that.
I'll play the clip.
And that's the lie.
I'll play the clip.
Yeah, go to hell.
Oh, hey, can you say, Conrad Thompson, you can go to hell?
Conrad Thompson, you go to hell, straight to hell. We're out of here. I've got it down. You know why I got it down?
Why?
Because Nick Jackson hits you with it every week.
Really?
Yeah, every week.
Well, you should start ending our shows here. Instead of Tony, it's about that time.
Yeah.
You should just, Conrad Thompson, you can go to hell.
Yeah.
Straight to hell.
That'd be too easy.
And it's hurtful.
Oh, really?
What?
I'm not the one that shit on the floor in your house while you were out of town. Here's the deal.
Hang on. You know, we had a listener point this out to me. Let me pull it up. Because I know that you haven't even thought about this.
Okay.
I'm going to find it. Hang on. But you shit in my floor.
What?
I could be convinced that it was you.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. First of all, I'm not going to come to your house when you're there.
It's true.
Much less when you are not.
It's true.
Yeah.
But the point is, someone slid my DMs and reminded me.
Slid my DMs. Go ahead.
This year.
Yeah.
You admitted to shitting on your own floor.
That happened a couple of years ago.
But you talked about it this year.
No, I didn't. I talked about it last year.
Well, he heard it this year.
Oh, well, then
all runs together.
Well, he's going back in the archives, so he's lying.
The point is, you shitted in your own floor.
Well, that was by accident, and I cleaned it up.
So here's the thing. He brought up a great point. Can we be sure that you weren't the second shitter? Much like, you know, there was a grassy knoll.
Right.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, are you Lee Harvey Schiavone?
Yeah, back and to the left.
And you got out there on my grassy knoll, and then you came in and you shitted. I think the inference is perhaps you shitted when you came to my surprise birthday party, and it just wasn't discovered until we returned from the beach, which would mean the shit had a little more age on it.
No, which would also mean that you guys don't clean your house that much.
Now let's run through this, bud. The day after, this is worth mentioning.
Yep.
The day after my surprise party, I was gone out of town for a week. I was back here for one day, and then I was at the beach for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And this is worth mentioning. I got 10 bathrooms. I could shit all day. I only use one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would have no reason to be in that particular bathroom. Perhaps you were the second shitter.
No, I'm not the second shitter. I'm not the first shitter, as a matter of fact. Listen, I won't go. If you sully my good goddamn name, I won't go to Michael Dawkins. I will go to another friend of ours without hair.
But Dawkins doesn't have any hair.
I know. I'll go to another friend of ours who does not have hair to be my little.
You got to get excited. I've been saving people all those dollars. They can limousine ride and jet fly now with that extra cash.
And they can style and profile with a quick 10-minute phone call right now to 425-0105.
That's 425-0105. Woo!
SaveWithConrad.com.
Litigator.
Who's that?
Brad. So don't fuck with me.
Oh, Brad ain't going to fuck with me.
Well, really?
But no, I'm Brad's friend of many years. Brad has offered to do wet work for me.
Okay.
You know what wet work is?
Don't want to know when it comes to him.
Well, fuck around, find out.
Okay. Well, I just say Silva has his, I have mine. You know, you're lying over a damn good match here.
Well, listen, why don't you give us commentary? We're all here.
No, I'm not going to give commentary. Let's just watch it together and take a look at what makes Ric Flair, man.
Well, let's take a look at what makes Ricky Morton.
Yeah. Being able to sell.
By the way, Ricky's going to take that mask off about halfway through the contest.
Mm-hmm. Look, that got the fans up. Do you think there were fans? Well, I guess there were that believed that Ricky was going to win this title.
Yes.
That'd have been something. Big deal. Yeah, he and Flair had a hell of a battle here. Wow.
Did you see Ricky Morton tried to get verified on Twitter and they denied him?
No, that's a true story.
That's a true story.
Why did they deny him?
I don't know. I just think it's funny that, we got all these goofs that are our friends who aren't verified. I mean, who are verified. Meanwhile, Ricky fucking Morton, they won't verify him.
He just knows the wrong people.
He should ask that nothing happening Jeff Jones to help.
Well, yeah.
What's Jeff Jones do besides stooge?
Well, he doesn't shut up.
Well, he talks a lot and dictates to others. What else?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Gives me shit. Loves to give me shit. I just think that since I've started this podcast, obviously, it has helped out my career immensely. It has resuscitated my life. It's turned my life around. That being said, it has also given people the liberty, Jeff being one of them, to give me endless shit because they hear you give me endless shit every week.
So that's my fault?
Yeah. So they think, well, if Conrad can do it, let's give Tony shit. So Jeff Jones gives me shit all the time because Conrad does it, and Conrad is our leader. You're the leader of these guys. You do know that, don't you?
Yep.
See? So there. So there, Cox. I mean, there, Conrad.
Help me understand. Do you not think that they understand that when I bust your ball? Oh, look at Flair wearing the mask. How funny is that?
That's cool.
I'm surprised it fit over his beak.
I have a feeling Arn Anderson, if he saw that, would have said the same thing. Oh, did he give somebody a souvenir? Or did he just give it to Wally Dusick? I think he just threw it over to Wally.
Oh my goodness. And Ricky Morton has bladed.
Yeah.
That's how you do the old zip. You got to have a distraction.
Right.
So let's have Flair put the mask on and strut out, and everybody will pay attention.
Right.
That'll give me a chance to take this razor and drag it across my face and then hide it.
And Conrad, I don't know, man. I get it. I get the blade jobs. Could you, if you were a wrestler, I couldn't do it. I think if I bladed myself, I'd pass out.
I don't want to be a wrestler.
Well, no, but if you were one, I guess if you were one, I couldn't do it. Man, it's just, when I go to go to the lab for blood, to give blood.
You cut your face and let them take it from there.
No.
Do you think Flair ever did that? No, sir, we're going to need to do some blood work. No problems.
No, what I was going to say.
You just want to bring a funnel in here, honey, and I'll just lean over.
I have to lay back. I have to either lay down or have my feet up or I'll pass out. So they're just.
Is that the same thing you tell Rebel? I got to lay back and put my feet out or I'll pass out.
It doesn't end with you, does it?
What's your pet name for her? Is it Honey? Maybe.
My pet name for
Sweetie.
Yeah, that's my pet name for all the girls. That's what I call. I mean, that's what I call the lady who rings me up at Publix or at Kroger. Thanks, sweetie. Thank you, sweetie. I say sweetie to all of them.
You shouldn't do that. They don't like that.
Well, you know what? It's funny. We had a little discussion about that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and there was we always have training every week about how to treat each other every week, every year, and they gave the list of names that you probably shouldn't call female coworkers, and one of the names they said probably shouldn't was sweetie.
Bam.
And yeah, and I do it all the time. It is not a sexist thing, Conrad. It's a Southern thing.
Yeah, but now you can't do that, Tony.
I you know what else I say? Thank you, my dear.
Nope.
How you doing, my
goddamn dear? You can't do that.
Well, what do you want me to say? What's the
ma'am? Ma'am. You're allowed to say ma'am.
Ma'am. Mm-hmm. Okay, to a girl who's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Sweetie sounds so endearing. It sounds so nice. Thanks, sweetie.
Well, help me understand. Why are you so interested in being nice to them?
I'm nice to everybody.
No, when you answer my phone call, you say, "What do you want, you motherfucker?"
Well, gee whiz.
My favorite is when you call me You
Okay.
call me, and then when I answer, you say, "What do you want, motherfucker?"
Yeah. Well, wonder
And you
why.
called me. I didn't call you. You called me and asked me what I wanted.
Why do you think that is?
Because you're mean and hurtful.
Look at this. Look at the. Oh man, Ricky just pressing his face right up against there. Got
He's
him
trying to
talking.
get over.
He's over.
15 minutes. 5 minutes to go.
So giving the old countdown.
Yeah. So we got about 10 minutes left in this match, and they're giving them a hell of a match here, buddy. I was right. These two turned it on.
Yeah, they were going to steal the show.
Yeah.
Give them what they're paying for, daddy. So,
Did you ever hear the story that Ricky Morton would sometimes, when he was selling, and he would sell like, to the over to the ropes.
Yeah. He would be reaching out to the crowd.
Yeah. And look at a girl and go, "Help me.
Help me. Help me. Help me, darling." Oh, can't say that.
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
You should be able to say it.
You can't, Tony.
No, you should be able to. It's bullshit.
I think you should just get off of life. You got off social media. You should just get off of life now.
No, I got a little bit more to go.
Sugar, sweetie.
I don't have much more to go. Got a little bit more to go.
Sugar, honey, sweetie, baby.
Yeah, baby. Hey, baby. That's what you don't say. Hey, baby. That's what you don't say. Because that's suggestive, the way you say it. But if you go, "Hey, sweetie, what's wrong?" And I still do it, and no one calls me on it. So there.
Honey, sweetie, baby, sugar.
Sugar's a little bit. Yeah. But
What?
sweetie, I don't like sugar.
What's the difference?
Hey, sugar. I don't know. It just sounds. All right, I'll stop saying sweetie if it'll make you happy. Will it? Will you move on to something else to give me shit about?
No,
Yeah, oh yeah, you will. Look at Flair.
I can't wait till you get canceled.
I can't. Well, thank God I got you. Oh.
Yeah, you'll never get canceled with me. I'll never let go, Jack.
Mm.
Hey, you and Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Who's getting more HR trouble, or who will be who will get in the most HR trouble in AEW? You or Jim Ross? You're out here sweetie and everybody.
Well, I guess because that Jim kind of stays to himself now.
So you're out there rolling the dice, and he's trying to keep his head down, do his job.
I don't know if I would put it that way or not.
Oh, you don't think he's doing a good job?
No, I would put it the way.
There's the headline right there.
Okay.
Tony Schiavone says Jim Ross is sandbagging.
Okay, no. Tony Schiavone says Conrad Thompson's a lying piece of shit. That's the headline.
If you're going to talk like that around AEW, it's no wonder you're in trouble with the HR department.
Look at this, man. I love when Flair does this.
I get the HR emails from AEW.
I'm sure you do.
So I see all your sensitivity training, and I know that it's because of you.
Yeah, right.
I can only imagine some of the rude things you say.
Yeah. Look at this.
Big near fall there for Ricky.
Man, I love when Flair does that, when he gets on down on top and does that hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer. It's what he did to Kerry Von Erich, in that classic cage match at Reunion Arena.
And he does the noise. He goes, "Ah!"
All right. Yeah, that's good, man.
Wrestler noises are one of my favorite things. Like for years, my friends and I thought Mankind or Cactus Jack just running around going, "Ate," just weird random noises. Just awesome.
Yeah. We heard it from Ronnie Garvin too earlier. Yeah. Look at this, man.
And now Flair, zippity doo dah, zippity a.
Huh. A little
Taking my blonde hair, getting the blood to flow away.
Yeah.
We both got crimson masks. Time to get our pay. Let's get to the Marriott and get our wieners to play. I'm gonna stir a girl's drink with my Peter. By the way, here goes the big finish in just a minute.
I don't know. Did Meltzer rate this match? Was he rating things back then?
I don't think the Observer's posted from 86.
Hey, it wasn't. Well, he was stooging back then, so I knew he was around.
He was stooging. Listen to you.
Hey, man, Ricky, this is good stuff.
I thought that was going to be it when I saw Ricky on the top rope because I know what the finish is, but
okay.
I thought that was it, but it is not. We've still got about 8 minutes left here in the broadcast.
Well, you got 8 minutes thinking some more shit to lie about me about.
What have I ever lied about with you?
No, nothing. I'm just making things up here, you know?
Buddy, I try to be entertaining on the show, but I've never lied on you. Hell, I created a fake bidding war to get you more money from AEW. Single-handedly. I'm yet to get my 10% commission on that deal either.
Yeah, I know you are.
Way I figure I'm about 2 years behind on back pay. I have to get Nom on the case.
Oh boy. I'm sure he'll hit that on a timely basis. Nom. You sure it's not Nam?
Well, I mean, he's been my financial guy for 10 years, but you're right. I probably mispronounced his name.
Well, I called him Nam one time on our Zoom call.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed. Ha. Silva went, ha, 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 ha. Nam. I said, all right, then do me a favor, Dave. Pronounce this name S-A-M. Is it Sam or Sam? How about when you go and you eat a half of ham or a half of ham?
Let's run through this. You should stop being so fucking racist and inconsiderate.
Okay.
He is Vietnamese.
Okay.
And that's the way his people pronounce it.
So it was Vietnam, not Vietnam. Right? I mean, you heard it pronounced both ways. You really did. Growing up, I did. I heard it pronounced both ways. So I don't know what's right.
You know, he's a little entrepreneur.
Yeah, I know he is. So why did we get talking about him?
Because you're a racist.
No, I'm not.
You're an HR nightmare.
No, I'm not. You're lying.
Because you owe me money, Tony. You didn't give me my 10% cut. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Even though I helped negotiate the goddamn deal, I'm fine with that. You ought to at least get me my fucking 6-man belt. It's a tax deductible gift. I'd be glad to receive it anytime.
Again,
it's somewhere else. Go get it.
Yeah, go get it. Get yourself a lock pick. Oh, here we go. There's finish.
Here's what I'd like for you to get.
Here's the fucking finish.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No. Flying crossbody off the top. Ricky Morton covers the Nature Boy, gets a 2 count. This is the finish.
Okay.
Flair trying to escape the cage. His butthole's hanging out. His butthole's out, Tony Schiavone. Look at him. Look at him, Tony. His butthole's out.
No, the same way Dave Silva's butthole was out while you were in Pensacola or Panama City or somewhere in the Redneck Riviera. But Ricky Morton, speaking of rednecks, fighting for all he's worth.
Down goes Flair. Morton's atop the top rope by himself, and this Charlotte crowd is ready for him. He's our next world champion, Tony.
Yeah, he will be tonight.
Big fist off the top. Flair kicks out of 2. Your referee, Tommy Young. He knows that Flair's feeling it.
I can't imagine a much better match than this, Conrad Thompson.
We're north of 20 minutes into the bout so far. You got to think the longer it goes, Tony, the more it favors Flair. He's used to being in the deep water here. He's the 60-minute man. And around this point, usually Ricky would be looking for a tag, but there's no one there.
And Flair takes that big bump. This is apparently before the face first bumps that he's been accustomed to taking. Did Ricky just say, I told you I'd fucking beat you?
Yep. He's going back up top. This could be it. Big drop kick off the top rope. That's got to be it. Oh, big kick out from Flair. And unfortunately, he pushed Ricky Morton right on top of referee Tommy Young. Tommy Young is down for the count.
Not a referee bump. No, not at this great match.
Oh, right on the ding dong. Flair has just dropped Ricky Morton's beautiful ding dong across the top rope. The Ding Dong Express is dead. We've got a double down, and Flair is on his back. Oh, he's crawling to make the cover. That's all she wrote. How do you get rid of Ricky Morton in a world title bout? You hit him in his kryptonite.
Yep.
That precious wiener meat.
And then he had his foot on the ropes as well.
Both of them for that extra leverage. Fans are going home disappointed, but stay tuned for the fireworks.
Fireworks momentarily. Fans, again, remember, on your way out, get a souvenir program and your Great American Bash t-shirt. Souvenirs of your 1986 American Bash. On behalf of Crockett Promotions, we do appreciate your attendance tonight at a great wrestling event in Charlotte.
Ricky got a pop for just standing up, letting everybody know his balls are going to be okay.
That's why I got the pop.
Because they were worried about him.
They were.
At this point, he'd probably serviced about 10% of the crowd.
That's probably undercutting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there you see Tommy Young.
Oh, and Klondike.
Fans are filing out as we see a wounded, an injured, but not dead, not defeated, Ricky Morton.
And I think that's every bit of a 4.5-star match.
That was a great match.
Yeah.
I know that you didn't like the ref bump, but listen, it was only he crotched him on the top rope, but I don't know that that's totally illegal.
Right. But the Flair's feet on the ropes. That was
sure. For sure. Yeah. He had to cheat, but that's what heels do. Heels cheat and Schiavone's lie and do the bare minimum. We all know that. It's been well established, but hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.